Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Okey, clear dengar.
The sound check for live stream, Facebook, Twitter and YouTube.
Dah live stream ke ni?
Dah ada.
Sekejap, apa ni, jangan, tak record lagi kan?
Belum record, but kita dah connected dah dengan live stream.
Okey. Sebab
Live stream.
speaker will come in this time.
Ya.
Okey Abi, I think speaker pun dah ready. Assalamualaikum Abi.
Ya.
Kalau dah ready, just give me the cue lah.
Boleh.
Dah boleh start lah kot. Dah stream lah.
Assalamualaikum and hi, welcome everyone to another session with Sekolah Crypto, your one-stop academy for anything related to blockchain and crypto asset. My name is Ehsan and I'm your host today. Today we have a very special guest, Mr. Putraisyraq. Hi, Mr. Putra, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you guys doing?
So far, so good. So, inshallah, today we are going to do our session in English. Are you okay, Mr. Putra, or you prefer in Malay?
Yeah, English is fine.
English is fine. Anyway, anyone in the stream or in the Zoom, if you have any question, you can ask us, and we will try to accommodate the question. So, for those who are just coming into our session, don't forget to like, follow, and share our Facebook, our Twitter, our Telegram, and also our Discord, and soon our TikTok. Share with your friends if you find it beneficial. Share with your family too. And before we start, let us start with just a simple prayer. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma ftah alayna hikmataka wanshur alayna min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbi shrah lana sudurana wa yassir lana umurana wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawlana. Okay, so without wasting our time, I think let us go with some of warm-up session. Mr. Putra, do you mind telling us about yourself and the organization that you are representing? And yeah, I think that's it. Do you mind telling us about yourself and the organization you are presenting?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Putra or Putraisyraq. You can find me on Twitter with the same handle. And I, kind of like a self-professed content creator for NFT gaming. And my focus is Axies Infinity, always have been from the very beginning. And so I myself have been in Axie and Play to Earn since 2020 October. And yeah, since then I've been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of writings, a lot of videos, streaming. And currently I'm also working with Huga Gaming, which is kind of like P2 or like Web3 gaming guild, which focuses on a few things, but mainly is guild that provide to scholars as well as a competitive guild. And I personally also have a group of friends or group of people that watches me on stream and kind of like created a small guild which we passionately call the Hot Pies.
Oh, okay. Just now you said that you have some publication and writing. May I know where you have your writings and documentation in?
Yeah, so you can find my kind of like handbook or guide for Axies Infinity at axiehandbook.com. So if you search axiehandbook.com, you'll find the writings. So what's funny thing about that is that I kind of like write it just for myself. Actually, it started that way, and then I realized that I shared that with people on Twitter and people on Twitter, as well as people from the Sky Movies, the company that create Axie. I actually love it that they pin that in the official Discord channel. So it's like one of the kind of like most referred to guide in a sense. So yeah.
All right. So it's interesting to actually find someone from this region who are actively involved in Axie. Do you mind sharing with us like how do you start with Axie? Like how you actually come to know about P2E and how you end up being someone who I assume you're doing this full time now?
Yeah, I am doing this full time right now. I am creating content full time. And I personally actually like the content creating side is kind of like a passion project, if you will. And like most of my day, I spend time learning about Web3, learning about NFT space, learning about NFT projects, and kind of like just flip NFTs.
So yeah, so how do you actually be involved in P2E and NFT? Like when do you actually find about it, and then how do you actually fall in love with it and decided to be full time in this? I mean, a lot of our listeners would like to know that.
Okay, so I started with in the play to earn scene when actually at the we have to tell the story all the way back, like a little bit of context. So early 2020, I was kind of like looking for a side hustle because I know like the next year I was looking forward to get married, and I wanted to kind of like get some side income. And I did a lot of stuff, which includes stuff like drop shipping, creating blogs, doing all the traffics and all the stuff that the gurus teach you to do, right? And they kind of like did not jive with me, and I figured out that at the end of the day, I still go back to gaming, and I just told myself, I am gaming anyways, right? So might as well do something where I can gain, but at the same time, I can earn something from my time spending playing the games. So from there on, I search about ways to create and like some kind of small income to support that, right? And I found a few that was kind of sketchy at the beginning, but as I said, like that kind of showed me that it is actually possible to earn something without actually go out to stream, without going out to create content, without going out to being play the games competitively. And I searched some more, and I found out about Crypto Kitty, where people actually breed their kitties, and they will be able to then sell the kitties online, right? And I actually bought my first NFTs are actually 2 Crypto Kitties, and when I was about to breed them, I realized that hey, I actually need some gas fee to breed them, right? So I thought to myself, it's kind of like an expensive thing to do, and I don't know if I'm late or not because it's kind of late and the price was too cheap at that point. And then I resorted to search some more. Blockchain gaming is what they called back then, and I found Axies Infinity through Kagian's Twitter channel. And from there on, I just keep on searching or researching until eventually, I was sure that this is something that I want to do. The game is game enough for me to play. And yeah, since October 2020 is when I actually got my first Axies in the form of scholarship. I was actually a scholar before, and scholar essentially means you are borrowing the Axies from someone else. You play the Axie, so you don't have to come up with any capital to play the game, but you would be able to earn straight away without spending any money. So that's how I come to the play to earn scene.
So humor us. Can you do a demo about how can a newbie buy an Axie from from the internet? I mean, maybe the fiat on ramp will be a bit difficult, but like okay, when you have a fiat, I mean the crypto, how do you buy Axie? A lot of people would like to know that.
Yeah, sure. Should I share my screen for this?
Sure.
Okay, let me do something. Okay. So if you are, okay, where is my screen? Okay, share screen. All right, can you see the screen?
Yeah, your screen is fine. Yeah, it looks. I'm able to look at it now.
Okay, so what you want to do as a new player, right, is that there's a few things you can do. I think you can always look at Axie Handbook to go through, kind of like have a guide on how to get started on Axie Infinity and all that. It's a little bit outdated, but feel free to reach out to me if you want to know if there's any update. Otherwise, you can also go to the official marketplace.axieinfinity.com, and you'll be presented with this kind of like the front page of the marketplace, the dashboard. So you can click on this four square button on top, and you'll see marketplace, Mavis Hub, and all that. So what you want to do first is click on getting started at the bottom. So if you click there, and like there's this 4 steps to start playing Axie. First, you need to create a Ronin wallet, and then get Axie, and then create your account. So just click, and this is the whole onboarding that the Axies team has created. Create a wallet. So essentially, you guys might have known that there is MetaMask for Ethereum, and Axies Infinity actually lives on kind of like a side chain, but it's still attached to the mainnet itself, and you can transfer your Ethereum, your ETH from one wallet to another. In this case, just create a wallet, create whichever extension that you're using. There's also a mobile app, but be sure that you only click any of this link from these pages so that the chances for you to get scammed is practically zero. If you search Ronin Wallet, chances are there will be ads that people put up that will link you to.
Do you mind just mentioning again the name of the website?
So you can go to marketplace.axieinfinity.com.
Okay, marketplace.axieinfinity.com.
Yeah, and then click on the four square button, and there's like a getting started button at the bottom. It will bring you to the getting started page. All right, all good.
Yeah. Proceed.
Okay.
For this to me.
Sorry.
Proceed. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. So if you create wallet, it will be more or less similar with how you create your MetaMask wallet. I think probably not gonna show you guys that. And once you're done with that, you actually get a wallet extension, something like this. Let me just log in quickly. So there you go. And it will show you all the things that you have in your wallet. Now, click on next. So first thing to do before you can start playing the game, you actually need to own 3 Axies to play, right? So you can go to the marketplace, which is the site that we showed you guys just now. Click on there, and then at the top bar here, you can click on the marketplace, and you are being shown the Axies. You are shown the Axies from lowest price to the highest, right? So you can change the sort any way that you like. And there are many, so if you just getting started to Axies Infinity, probably the best thing to do is to read up and to watch a lot of YouTube videos on what are the teams that would work best for you, right? Because there's so many different combination of Axies, because like each of this Axie actually kind of have DNAs, right? Where they have different parts, they have different classes, and like these different parts will affect the gameplay. So each of the body part that the Axie possess will, like for example, this hero back card, right, will always give you this card, right? And same if you have like a Piranha card, you always have Piranha moveset, which is Crimson Water, right? And that is where the confusion can really come when you want to buy. So at the very minimum, on the floor, you can find Axie right now around $20, which is, I think, one of the cheaper times you can buy Axie, which then makes me feel like this is the best timing for you to buy some of the best cheap Axie for you to get started. Because at the peak of Axie, the cheapest Axie you could get was around 0.1 plus minus, and that would mean you need to pay an upwards of like $200 to $300 US. In terms of Malaysian ringgit, at one point you needed something like 3 to 5 to 6,000 in order for you to get a really decent team, which was not great for newbies. But now it's cheaper at 20, probably not 20, maybe you're looking at something at 50 or like 30 to 50 each. So 30 times 3, which is 90. So you probably need around 400 ringgit to start playing Axies Infinity. You know what? Might as well just show you how to purchase. I have something like 0.02 actually. Yeah, I have 0.02, which is not a lot, but previously 0.02 will not you won't be able to buy anything at all. But right now it's pretty okay. You can get something. We're gonna get this one, and oh yeah, so something that I have skipped is that how to actually, before like purchasing everything, how to get the funds into your wallet. Since I've told you guys that this Ronin is another chain, it's not really Ethereum mainnet. So one way to do it is to use, so again, if you click on this 4-button thing, you can click on Ronin Bridge. So if you already have funds in your MetaMask in Ethereum, you can send over, you can click on deposit, and you can send over your ETH or your SLP or XS over to this wallet. And if you had used Polygon before, it is similar, where you need to confirm once on
Hello? I'm having some connectivity difficulty. Am I the only one saying this, or the rest is facing the same thing here?
hello.
Yeah, I think you have some connectivity issue just now, but I think it's resolved. It's resolved now.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
All right. I'm so sorry. Where was I just now?
the last part where you were saying about buying at you're saying about 0.2.
Oh wait, okay. So that was like quite a while ago. Okay. Okay. So first thing first is that I'm going to show like the process of buying, which is pretty easy. But I was talking about how. Sorry.
You were saying about the bridge just now.
Yes. So the bridge one. The bridge is so before you can buy, you need some fund in your wallet. So I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so how to get the funds into your Ronin wallet is to send some of your tokens like Ethereum, SLP, or XS, which you can buy over at the decentralized exchanges, and send it over to Ronin. And you can go to, again, to the marketplace. There's this 4-box thing where you can click on Ronin Bridge. That will bring you to this page. And you can click on deposit here to send over your Ethereum or like your token from the mainnet to Ronin chain. And you can also withdraw from Ronin chain to the mainnet. So once you have sent it over, you can straight away use it as usual in the marketplace, because the pricing is in Ethereum, right? You guys get that, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, cool. So another thing to note, maybe not that important, but there's also Katana. So Katana is the exchange that like the whole, like a part of the DeFi experience that it's kind of for this whole Ronin ecosystem. So you can swap over from XS to SLP to Ethereum. So this way you'll be able to send over, you'll be able to swap them without ever sending out your token outside and do the conversion elsewhere. Another way to send your assets or like tokens to the Ronin wallet is by using Binance. And for Binance, it's a little bit tricky for Malaysian because we are kind of blocked from using it. But for those who know, there's some workaround that you can apply and That's also, you can also use time, I believe, that will not, get you blocked, but that is for educational purposes. And yeah, so if you're able to do that, you can send straight away from Binance straight to Ronin wallet with a very, very little fees, which will be even lesser fee than sending over using the bridge, because the MetaMask gas fee is quite high. Okay, so once you have gotten your Axie in your wallet, what you can do is can go back to the marketplace. You can choose any of the Axie that you see, and again, try to learn on what parts work best, what combination of Axie, and let's say now that I have set my eyes on this Axie, right? Let's see if it's being sold yet or not. I think this is sold. Okay, so we were late. I'm gonna just refresh this. So I'm gonna buy at random because right now it doesn't really matter which Axie. So I'm just gonna pick let's pick this one. We probably shouldn't be doing this, buying at random, because that is one of the easiest way for you to not get good Axies. One moment. Okay, account log out. So yeah, so log in with the correct wallet. So this is still purchasable. What you need to do is confirm everything this is something that you really want. So click on purchase here, buy now. Pop-up will come out. Make sure that you want to buy this. So important thing to think about also is the transaction fee, which I think every time you register your wallet, you get like 20 free transaction. Might be wrong there. So actually the first thing you should do is to get some RON, because RON is kind of like the ETH for Ronin wallet, and that will let you transfer when you do not have the free transfer already. So I'm going to click confirm here. And that's it. So now you just wait. Like I mentioned earlier, if I click on my wallet, you'll see that RON is the main currency for the Ronin, right? The Ronin chain. So if you don't have it yet, you can actually send your ETH first and then go to here, go to Katana and swap your Ethereum for RON. That is how you get it. So yeah, that is exactly how you buy your Axie.
Okay, let's say now we just
Right. So hello.
Oh, sorry. Continue. I thought there was a disruption just now. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think that part is done. And sometimes the
Putra, I think
the
you
thing is
have
a bit slow. There you go. So now I already purchased it, and this is already mine. And what I can do now is I can look at my dashboard here. No. Hello. Can you hear me?
I think you have some intermittent connectivity issues. Currently, we are not able to hear you clearly.
Right. Correct. Can you can hear now, right?
Yeah, I think now
Hello?
we can hear you. Currently we have some technical difficulty with our speaker. I think he's going to resolve it now. While then, you followers and listeners, feel free to ask questions. You can ask via the Zoom for those who are in the Zoom, or via the YouTube comment from for those who are watching from the YouTube stream.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
And no, now we cannot hear you.
Oh, wait. But now you can, right?
Yes, Putra, I can hear your voice.
Okay. So I think me sharing the screen kind of make the thing laggy a little bit. Would you mind if I just kind of like tell you through the process rather than like demonstrating on the screen?
Sure, I think a lot of the demonstration has been done. Let us just go back to verbal communication for now. Okay, let's say we just go a quick summary of what you've shown. I got a friend here and he wants to go to Axie. How much money would you recommend for them to have before they start doing Axie? I mean, a good sum of money, right from the bridging and then buying the good Axies, etc., etc.
Okay. So I think to find a decent amount of decent price of Axie, you probably can spend like 0.0, right now it's like 0.09, right? So maybe 0.05, you probably can get something decent as a team, or 0.1, you definitely can get good Axie. So 0.1 will cost you about $300. That is probably, you can probably get like a above average team with that much. So anything between 150 to $300 probably would get you quite far in the game.
$200 US dollars, you're saying?
Yeah, 200 to 300. Actually, no,
So
actually
roughly,
probably, yeah, 200 to 300 probably can get you a good team.
so roughly about $200 for 800 ringgit.
Yeah, probably 800, maybe 600, 700 to 900 ringgit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Quite a heavy entry for new users.
So here's the thing. It is heavy entry, but then again, right now it's like it is. I would say probably 3 times cheaper than before. So previously probably need like 3,000-4,000 to enter, and
3,000 ringgit.
yeah, and now like the floor price is so cheap that you probably can find something if you really look carefully, and if you really learn about the card and all that, you probably would be able to get by with something even cheaper than what I have mentioned.
Okay, so we know that the entry price is not to say very small, but not very great.
Yeah.
But is it promising in the long run to breed Axie and trade Axie and play to earn? This is the long run income worth the money you spend before entering?
Okay, so here's the thing. Like I have talked about before, right? There's also, before I talk about that one, I also want to like introduce the concept of scholarship. I did mention I started as a scholar, right? So there are people out there that if you want to try Axies Infinity, if you want to see if it's for you, and if you want to see if like the earning potential is something that you want to do, the grinding, the play, like everyday grind is something that you want to do, you can opt for scholarship, which essentially there are people out there who have more Axies that they can use in a day, and they give it out to lend to other people for for free, except that they will take a portion of the earning and kind of like do a profit sharing with the player, the gamer, right? And the usual currently it can go up anything. It can be like a 50-50, 60-40, 70-30 split, depending on what the the scholarship, the guild, what we call it, offer. So that is like one way for you to start playing without actually paying anything at all. So that is one option. In terms of, so your question earlier, right? If like the potential of earning and if it's for a long term, to answer that, I personally believe in the longer term, there would be more game, like more features and all that introduced within the game. And to put it in perspective, previously people have been playing games without actually earning anything, bar stuff like they can earn something that is kind of skin that drop after they win, and then they can sell it at the marketplace. It's essentially the same, but now you can really trade it in the blockchain, which probably could be more lucrative than what the current in-game marketplace offers. And the earning potential has lessened significantly from before. I haven't really done the latest calculation, but you probably can earn something like actually I'm not super sure, but it's definitely not something that can replace your current salary. At one point back then, you can earn like 3,000-4,000 a month by just playing Axies Infinity, and now maybe like
a month, ringgit or US dollar?
Ringgit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's better than
But this was at the peak of Axie play to earn last year, and now it probably has dipped down by 10 times, I think. So maybe like you probably look at 200 to 400 if you're a really good player, maybe a bit more or less if you're not that good of an Axie player.
Okay. So, Mr. Putra, we just like to continue with the question. So, apart from playing the game, so when you play the game, you gain money. Other than that, what are other ways to actually make money on Axie Infinity?
Okay, so I think on earning money as like being said explicitly, right? So the how you actually earn is by earning SLP. That is when you win a game, and SLP is treated as a commodity because the SLP is smooth love potion which you need to use or you need to burn in order to breed more Axie. So it is actually a utility token rather than a token, like a currency token, right? So it's more of a commodity. And the reason why it had value is because there are people out there who want to breed, but not much of a gamer themselves. They don't really play the game as the battler, right? And now when the demand, the supply of SLP has gone super high, that pushes the price down. But at the same time, if you're a breed, like to answer the question, right, on how to earn apart from just playing, so you can earn from playing by selling the SLP, but you can also earn by buying the SLP or like playing the game, have some SLP, breed Axie, and then sell it back. The only thing is that the market is a bit saturated, that the price that you have to sell back is also cheaper, but it doesn't mean that some famous Axie build, or people call it the meta Axies, would be cheap. Sometimes there are Axie which are super strong, but that's not many people that have bred the Axie yet. No, those are the kind of Axie that would fetch a higher price. And so that is like the second way to earn. The whole thing about this Axie Infinity, to me personally, I think that it's like a gateway for people who are not used to the blockchain to learn about NFT and blockchain. Because as a gamer, my entry for blockchain has really been Axie Infinity and the play to earn NFT play to earn space, where I've learned a lot about like what is NFT, how tokens work, where I can exchange them all, and that brings me to the ownership of. So we have SLP token earlier, as I mentioned, right? there's also the ownership of AXS token. So AXS token is the governance token for Axie Infinity game, right? And what's awesome about the game is that they also introduced this DeFi-ish, like a mini DeFi, if you will, where you can just stake the token and you can earn more AXS in return. So yeah, so that is also like one way for you to earn from the game without actually playing the game. And you can also stake AXS and SLP, or like provide liquidity for AXS and SLP, and then you can take the pair token and stake it to earn RON. RON is the currency token for the whole of Ronin chain. So it's like more than one way to actually earn from this ecosystem.
So you can play, you can flip you can play the game, you can flip the Axies, you can stake your AXS, you can stake your SLP and pool. We just like to ask, is there any risk involved in investing in Axie Infinity? What are the risks that newcomers should be aware of?
Oh, of course. I mean, so unlike the traditional game where you pay like $60 and that will be the end of it, you probably will not earn or will not like lose any more money unless if there is some kind of like loot box mechanism introduced, right? What you get, what you may face is that maybe one day you put in $100, $200 in, and the value of Axie could actually drop further, and your asset that you have invested actually does not maintain its value. So this happens a lot in not just the game itself, not just in NFT space itself. It's it is whole of blockchain with all the prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum. It like goes in tandem. And yeah, I mean, like you like when you earn SLP and you see that the SLP price goes up, you may think that, oh, so I've like this much of value in terms of USD, but the next day the price might go down again. Whatever that you have might actually go down. So always do your own research and see how much that is you're willing to be to lose. So in a way, if I put money in the game, I consider it gone because I don't really look forward to earn back from the game itself. But at the same time, there are many ways. Like at least for me, I know I've been here for a while, and I've like earned back what I've invested, and that would be probably the best way if newcomers want to come in the space and learn about the game. So figure out like mathematically how you would be able to break even, and may take a while for you to earn something back, but you would probably would be in the long run you are still earning something from playing rather than just playing a game without actually earning anything at all.
Okay, so before we start with the AMA session, what would be your advice for newcomers? Maybe they heard about Axie from their friend and then they want to join. What would you tell them before they even start with Axie?
I would say do your research. Watch YouTube videos. There's a lot of people posting videos about Axies Infinity. Join communities. So like I've one community in my hot pie. You can join Huga. You can join the Axies Infinity official Discord. You can go to Twitter, start connecting with people who play Axies Infinity, and most of the time these people are happy to help you with your play to earn journey. And once you understand the risk, once you understand the potential of the game, then you can choose to be part of a scholarship, or you can also choose to pay your own Axie and start your journey.
Okay, so can we proceed with the EMA session?
Sure.
All right, so we get some questions from our Zoom session. So can you share with us more about these scholars and where can we learn about scholarship?
Okay, so for scholarship, there are many scholarships out there, and I think how to find the scholarships, probably there's not one specific way, but you can start adding few of the bigger scholars around and then add other people. So I can suggest you to look up at YGG. You can also look up at you can look up Huga as well. You can ask me. There's also Loot Squad. There's like tons of scholarship if you look around in Twitter, Axies Infinity space.
So usually when you talk about scholarship, do they give you the whole set, the whole three XZ, or they just give you one
Oh yeah,
or two of
they have to give you whole of the one whole team. So how it goes is that they would actually give you a limited account. So rather than giving you a full account that you can transfer XZ out, or rather than they send over XZ to your account, which then you have full control of the XZ, they will give you a limited account where you will not be able to transfer around. You will not even able to claim your SLP, but you'll be able to play the game. So they will claim for you, or they will have like a system for you to automatically claim, and then they will send the SLP to you once, depending on what they have set, whether like it's bi-weekly or like monthly, depending on the scholarship model.
Okay, so the next question we have here, can you share with us the best class combination for a newbie or starter?
Oh, okay. So I thought you was gonna end your question at the best class combination of class. That would be a super hard question to answer. But I've always started my team or like my scholars with Bird, Beast, and Plant. It's one of the most straightforward team to play. And it's very versatile. We can play from lower rank all the way until mid higher rank if you're really, really good. And yeah, and then from there, I think once you're there, you probably know enough to start experimenting with other metas or other combinations.
Okay, so what are the strategy that you would generally advise new user, like how do you start the game? Where should you go first? What should you fight first, or things like that?
You mean like in game? Oh, in game is pretty hard to tell actually, because there's so many things happening in the game. Because the card that you get, will be pretty much randomized within parameters. But it depends on how you play. So again, my advice is that so one person that you can look up to for like beginners team on YouTube would be Elijah, Elijah. So you can search Elijah Axies Infinity or Elijah MT8. You'll find his channel, or you can also search for Indes, INDES. So these two are like one of the best players. They always stay top 50, top 10, and they create these like beginner videos on the team, the combination, and how to use them. So because I won't be able to tell like the whole entirety of how to play the teams, play the combinations right now. Using that, you can probably you will know what kind of player you are. You can tell, or at least from the combination, you know what to do first, what to do next, what to do in the middle, what to do end of the game. So yeah, so Elijah and Indes.
Okay.
Look them up.
We have one more question here. What is the current floor price for pure breed exists nowadays?
I will have to check. If you can give me a moment, ask me another question while I check.
Sure. So there's another question here. You said about you using and playing XZ for the long term. What is your opinion for part timers? Is XZ a suitable game to play as a part timer?
I think Axie is especially suitable for part-timer compared to full-timer part-time because it's something that you do on the side. You're not trying to earn 100% from Axie Infinity. This is not your livelihood, and it's just like playing games late night with your friends. And instead of just playing game and nothing happens, you are playing games, something that you do anyway, and you earn something. So I think part-timer players or casual players are like the best target market for the play to earn, or nowadays they call it the play and earn space. Yep. All right. So the
So you now about this game is good for those who are part timers. I mean that's a good target market. So the question is that why Axie still do not have a strong traction in Malaysia? Why do you think it is not as hot as in the Philippines or the other countries?
I think we have to look at how it started for Philippines. There's this big story where pandemic hit everyone, and in the Philippines, like one of the village were not able to earn from anything. Like they essentially lost their earning potential, like earning sources, and this Axie have helped them to earn. Like one whole village is actually just playing Axie Infinity and as like their main income, and that news spread like wildfire, and it just have this high adoption rate in Philippines, whereas in Malaysia I think we have not reached to that point where people like need Axie Infinity to earn. And at the same time, so there are like not enough, I would say like there can be more exposure for Axie Infinity, which is something that I try to do. And people sometimes do not really want to play to earn anything at all. They don't want to be obliged to earn from playing. So that as weird as it sounds, some people enjoy playing games for just game, and that is happening with a lot of Malaysians actually. And so, which is why at the same time people are just not really that interested to play. Plus, even at the peak of it, I mean not the peak, like after and before the peak, the earning potential does not eclipse the earning potential of like it doesn't cover even like your monthly what should I say salary, right? So it's like unlike what's happening in Philippines, it's just that they just people are not playing just to earn essentially. So which is why like in countries where like Singapore and the America, not people are not into it enough because it's not alluring enough. The earning potential is not alluring enough for us and for them.
All right. So we have just one more last question before we have our session ends today. So the question is that if let's say we buy an Axie, can we upgrade their speed in the arena? Is it possible?
No. So Axie have their own calculation of stats, and it depends on the body parts. So the body parts doesn't change. It's like a human. When you're already born with certain certain features, it stays with you, right? So Axie is the same, and that's how you get the speed. But good news, in the future there will be a so Axie is at their Battle V2 currently, and version 3 is coming, which will totally revamp the entirety of what you see Axie is right now and introduce a new mechanic of the game. Essentially you're seeing a whole new game. So whatever that you know right now doesn't really matter. And at that point, there will be no stats like speed or like morale or like whatever else. You only have the HP stat for every Axie, and you have these body parts. And what's more interesting, that now instead of you can upgrade your speed, which speed will not be there, you can actually upgrade the body parts of the Axie in the future. And this is what they call the version 3 V3 origin. And this can be like a one whole other session if you want to talk about it, because it is so exciting, and I feel like it's coming soon. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Putra, for your time and very good explanation about Axies Infinity. For those who want to try Axies, you can use the advice given by Mr. Putra. Don't forget to follow his Twitter at Putraisyraq, as well as his axiesinfinityhandbook.com. If I'm not mistaken, that's the website.
Axieshandbook.com.
Sorry, axieshandbook.com. Thank you. So I think thank you very much, Mr. Putra, again for your time and sharing. Hope to see you soon in another session. Thank you everyone who's listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe our YouTube channel. And with that, see you next week. Bye-bye.
All right. See you guys. Thanks for having me.